All the Tom Brady brainwashing and revisionist history needs to stop. Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. He's one of the most accomplished athletes in sports history. But all this revisionist history that he was a perfect player that was the main reason why all of his teams won is just not true. Let's just start it off with his first Super Bowl run. In that run, in the 3 playoff games, he scored 16 points, 24 points, and 20 points, and he accounted for 2 touchdowns the entire time. And if not for the Tuck rule, he doesn't win a single playoff game, let alone the Super Bowl. And when you look at those first 3 playoff runs where the Patriots won 3 Super Bowls, in those 9 playoff wins, the Patriots scored 24 or fewer points 7 times, and Tom Brady only accounted for 13 touchdowns in those 9 games. That's less than 1.5 touchdowns per game. Then he proceeded to go 10 years without winning a Super Bowl. Not to mention that in 2011, he might not even have made the Super Bowl if Billy Cundiff makes this kick. He wouldn't have won his 4th Super Bowl if Pete Carroll had any sort of brain cells and just handed the ball to Marshawn Lynch. And yes, he had a great comeback against the Falcons, but he wouldn't have won that Super Bowl if the Falcons didn't forget how to play football. Then he won his 6th Super Bowl when he put up 13 points and he only scored 3 points in the first 53 minutes of the game. And not only did he have a ton of good fortune and the other team choking and lucky calls and all that stuff, every single one of his Super Bowl winning teams had a top 8 defense. And you can say whatever you want about his skill position players, even though he had Gronk, Randy Moss, Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, all these great receivers. He had great offensive lines every year. He was never running for his life like this, never. He also went 3-1 in playoff games where he threw 3 interceptions. He went 7-4 when throwing multiple interceptions. He won a lot of games when he didn't play good. So this is nothing against Tom Brady. He's one of the greatest athletes ever. He's a great leader, great competitor. But this whole notion that he was the best player on every single one of his teams and he always led his team to victory and he overcame all these obstacles, it's just not true.